Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time around we had The Star Beast, the first part of the 60th anniversary trilogy, I guess, of specials. So yeah, we had the Doctor with the face of the 10th Doctor. You know what, we're just gonna stop saying numbers for a while, you know? We've all heard my stance. We've all heard the hill that I am dying on, so why don't we just say the Doctor for a little while? So, the Doctor, with the face of a previous Doctor, ended up meeting with Donna again, and there was a whole thing involving a tiny little creepy gremlin creature called the Meep, and eventually Donna got her memories back, and it was going to kill her, but luckily she had a kid, so it passed off some of the stress load to her daughter Rose. And then they just gave it up. They just gave up the power, and then they were all good. So I know some people were saying that, you know, it is very much a Deus Ex Machina, and it is. I at least will give it the benefit that, I mean, it's been 15 years. Like, it's been long enough that it's like, okay, we're good. We don't need a super detailed, like, ridiculous, crazy. It's just, let's just move on. You know, we're 15 years past the ending of season 4, so I sort of let it go, just cause, you know, it's like, we're just, and especially just because we're here for the specials, you know. So yeah. Then the Doctor and Donna went into the new TARDIS set, and then Donna spilled coffee in the TARDIS, and it went haywire. So, yeah, that was pretty much that. And now we're off to a new adventure. I guess that's pretty much it. So why don't we just go ahead and jump into the 60th anniversary part 2. Was it Wild Blue Yonder? I don't know. Again, this Disney Plus doesn't have the name on here. Also, Disney Plus is doing something weird where, like, these two specials are, like, different. They've separated them. Like how you would separate, like, movies on streaming service. I don't know if this is going to make any sense. But I kind of thought, like, you know, we had the first special, and now once we have the second special, they'll appear together in a list like a season of television, but these are just separate. I don't know. I'm the only person probably who's going to be nitpicking that, so yeah. Of course, if you're watching this on BBC iPlayer, then there's no problem, which a lot of you guys were defending BBC iPlayer in the comments, which, hey, that's totally fine, to each their own. I just did not have good experiences with it, but I'm glad you guys do. And I'm glad that now I have an easier viewing experience. So anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into Special 2 of the 60th anniversary. Here we go. Is this Isaac Newton? Is the apple gonna fall from the tree? Oh!
Of course.
What? Oh god! It's the apple apocalypse.
Mr. Isaac Newton, that you, above all others, can appreciate. You
Oh, no.
can appreciate.
Really don't.
Oh, come on. You can appreciate
The gravity of the situation.
Aha!
Sorry, gotta go.
And they're off again.
Shavity, Havity,
Gravity.
Gravity.
Oh, no. They screwed it all up. Wow. Wow. Boy, that coffee really did a number, didn't it?
Am I going mad? Or did the TARDIS play White Blue Yonder?
No.
Yeah, didn't it?
What for?
I wonder.
We sang that in a choir in primary school. We'd have a little concert every Christmas, but Gramps complained. He said you shouldn't be teaching children that. It sounds all jaunty and fun, but it's not. It's the military going to war.
Yeah,
Meh.
it's the Air Force.
rebuild.
Again. The first time he didn't regenerate in the TARDIS, and it was still destroyed.
Hello? We just landed! By accident,
Oh.
hope that's okay!
I hope that's not them.
Still, wherever we are, could be worse.
What are you, Jeremy Clarkson?
We've got lights. We've got Mavity.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just realized he screwed that up. Uh-oh. And it took the Sonic, too.
Oh, don't you look at me like that.
You can figure out
Your
something.
I said, let's stay here, but you had to wander off.
You wandered with me!
Oh, like I could stop you!
You spilled the coffee!
Oh, we're not starting this again.
Sorry. Hostile action displacement system. If the TARDIS is in danger, it goes away.
That's true.
But that means we've landed in the middle of hostile action.
Yeah.
True. That's the bad part of the Hads.
So glad the TARDIS ran away.
Wasn't the Hads in that nuclear submarine episode?
She said it's not Warsaw. It's jolly. That's what she said. It is jolly.
This has been.
I mean, so is a lot of war propaganda. They're jolly. It's still war. Oh, I'm sure this is good. Oh.
Oh, it's a robot!
Oh, there is actually something over there. I thought it was like an infinitely looping hallway.
We need help. We need to.
Whoop.
Is that it?
I think it's just old.
Eh,
Primitive, if you don't mind me saying so, Jimbo.
it's probably on its way to work.
Oh, I'm sorry, Noah. The TARDIS was out of control. It's taken us to the edge of the universe.
Ah. There's no stars because there's nothing that way.
Absolute nothing.
But starlight travels. You can stand in my garden and look at the light from stars a billion miles away.
Yeah, but there's none over there.
So where's the light?
Over there. Just hasn't reached us yet. If we flew in that direction, it would take 100 trillion years to reach your house.
Oh, is that all? So it's not that we're looking past. We are looking at it. We just can't see it yet. Well, Jimbo took another step.
If we move one up.
Ew.
Is that stuff dangerous?
No. I don't think so.
Please don't lick it. Eh. Oh, asshole. The filament squelches. I love that the word squelch has been added to the English dictionary recently. At least in terms of subtitles. Wait.
It's getting cold.
Oh, no.
And Wilf, your grandfather? What would he do?
Oh, him. He would install himself with a sleeping bag and a thermos, and he would sit there forever.
Aw.
Calling you everything, wouldn't he?
Funny, because I wonder where the TARDIS goes at random.
Oh, God.
Maybe it lands on some outcrop by the sea. There's a tribe and they worship it for 100 years.
Ugh.
Time passes and the city falls. All gets swept away. And there's the TARDIS. Still on its outcrop. By the sea.
You just came up with that?
My arms are too long.
It is a bit fiddly. Could you pop back and finish it?
My arms are too long.
Figure it out. Up.
How are you?
Oh, God. The attack of the big arms.
It's the knees. How many knees?
2.
2 in total? Or 2 on each leg?
Oh, that's too many knees.
You are not fine. We're quite something.
Get in the car. Ah! Oh god. Ah! Oh no, we're getting attacked by After Effects. Well, I assume they are the danger. Oh god. Cart broke. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Oh. Okay. It's just the door. It's just the door was overly jump scary. How do we know? Oh no.
I'm trying, that's all I've got.
But if you were them, you'd pretend that you couldn't.
Well, then pull my
Oh god, I don't even know which one is which.
You don't know where you're from.
How'd you know that?
So then that's...
Anyone, how does Donna know?
Back on Earth, when I was the Dr. Donna, I saw your mind.
So that's Donna.
The flux.
Oh.
It destroyed half the universe because of me.
Oh, that's still in effect.
We stand here now, on the edge of creation, a creation which I devastated. So yes, I keep running, of course I do. How am I supposed to look back on that?
It wasn't your fault.
I know!
Good on them.
All those years, I missed you.
I was born in Southampton because my mum and dad were there for the weekend visiting my auntie Iris. My mother was 9 months pregnant, but would Iris come to her? No, she would not. So I arrived in Southampton, which allowed my mother to say I was a problem from the day I was born, and I've not come to the edge of the universe.
Yeah, that's absolutely Donna.
So
What?
your tie, where's it gone?
I took it off.
I know.
Where is it?
It's there, on the floor. So where is it?
Good job, Donna.
Oh, I see. When something is gone, it keeps existing.
Ew.
Auntie Iris, Mommy and Daddy.
What the hell? That's terrifying. I like this. Even with a new showrunner, we're dealing with stuff from 13. I like it. So does that mean Donna also knows then? Oh, Gilvain. What does Gilvain mean? Oh, Jimbo. Hey, Jimbo. We hear about ducks. Uh-oh. All 4 of them.
Donna thinks she's stupid, and sometimes she thinks she's brilliant. She thinks both.
Oh my god, this is gonna drive me insane.
That's the astonishing thing about people from our planet. They can believe 2 completely different things at exactly the same time.
Rainbow.
Go.
Thank God.
Oh, good job.
But salt. You can't cross salt. In our universe, it is said that vampires, demons, and ghosts cannot cross a line
You're
of
just
salt
making
until
shit
they've
up.
counted every single grain. No shape, no form, no purpose. Then what's made you so bad? The things we felt, they shaped us. Carrying across the dark.
Oh no, it's Ultron. Stop. Oh, bye.
That was lucky.
Unlucky. They were already leaving.
How long?
There's a flaw in the plan.
Meh.
How can you not think on a ship full of questions? Why the empty chair?
Why do the walls keep moving?
What are the words in the air?
And why did the airlock open and close 3 years ago?
Don't. Stop it.
And what is that?
Oh, we thought that was you. Oh. You can't tell the man not to think. What's a person? The person who used the chair. What's left of him, anyway?
If they don't know why the captain's outside, the airlock door 3 years ago, that wasn't them coming in. That was her going out. She killed herself.
Oh, no.
For she hid her thoughts.
So we couldn't see.
If you copied her perfectly, you could have flown the ship home and started your war. So, she ended her life to hide whatever it is she left behind, because when she died, you hadn't completed her. So you lost everything she knew. God
damn.
What is that?
That's the next problem, though. Jimbo! Oh, Jimbo's moving!
To become a very slow bomb.
Oh.
The captain set the self-destruct slowly. So the words are a very slow countdown.
Oh, that's it.
It's that simple. We've been counting down for years, but the TARDIS brought us here just in time for the final sequence. We can't let them reach that robot. There's only one way we can stop them.
What's that?
I'm sorry, Dominic. The countdown needs to speed up.
Oh, God. That's 4. Oh! Good shot. Oh no! Donna fight!
Oh, this is therapeutic.
Oh! Good shot. He's so fast! Oh my god. This is what I do in my dreams.
The hostile action ends, but a time machine would know.
Donna, you gotta get to the... Oh my god, he's surfing the TARDIS!
And why is Mrs. Bean funny?
Because it's the name of a vegetable given to a woman. It just is.
It just is. Come on.
She's not me. I'm me.
Oh no. Well, at least everything's fixed up in here. 0. Oh! Oh god. Oh my god. Please don't tell me there's gonna be like a fake out death every episode for her. I love the new effect. Whoop! Tag out. There goes the captain. Woo! That was close.
Turned out her wrist had an extra 0.06 millimeters. Obvious, really.
Nah.
It was in the details.
Yeah, isn't it just? She could remember us as the Dr. Donna. So she could see my life and my mind and my thoughts for the past 15 years. All the time
Your
we've been
15
apart,
years.
She could remember it.
Thousands of years for him.
No. It's too much. It's like looking into a furnace.
Eh.
You okay?
I will be.
Eh.
When?
A million years.
Probably when he figures out why this face is back.
Where are they? Where's the family?
No.
Day or two out.
Oh!
Goodness, Donna!
Wilf!
Donna!
I said so.
Wilfred Mott. Oh, now I feel better.
Oh.
Now nothing is wrong. Nothing in the whole wide world. Hello, me old soldier.
I never thought I'd see you again after all these years. Oh, Doctor, that lovely face. It's like springtime.
Donna's got her memory back.
They're safe. I've told them to bunker down. I'll keep watch. I said you save yourself.
Oh, good grief, what happened? Oh my god. Was it the Purge?
The whole world's coming to an end.
Ah! Oh, good friggin' grief, man. Things can't be simple. Alrighty. That is part 2. You know, leave it to RTD to be the one that's like, you know what? I'm going to continue a couple things from the previous showrunner. Moffat didn't do that, Chibnall didn't do that, but I mean, to be fair, like, those, they didn't really have anything to go off on, you know? Like, there wasn't anything that was kind of left open-ended. The Flux, they never stated whether, like, the Flux was undone or not. Evidently it wasn't. Evidently it wasn't. But I like, honestly, you know, it's an interesting thing. I feel like with this episode, and I'm sure this will piss someone off, but honestly, I feel like if you had still had Jodie and Yaz, I think this episode would have been almost exactly the same. Honestly. I don't know. Like, I could see this being a 13th Doctor episode, honestly. You know? And, like, I don't want that to sound like it's... I don't know what that's going to sound like, but... I don't know what that's going to sound like to people, but honestly, yeah, I could see that. Now, granted, you could say that about a lot of Doctor Who episodes, you know? You can take one episode with the 9th Doctor, you can give it to the 12th or the 5th, and it all still kind of works, you know? Because we're talking about the Doctor, you know? And at the end of the day, the Doctor is still the same person they've always been, you know? But I like it. I like continuing some of that stuff, you know? Flux was a big deal, and that they did say it destroyed about half the universe, you know? It destroyed about half of the universe, and yeah, they didn't really give an explanation of whether or not that was resolved, you know? But here we are. Nope, the universe was still damaged. The universe was still damaged. Now, I don't want to... Trying to remember what happened in Flux is something, like, just then, I was like, wait, what was the cause of the Flux? And I couldn't remember first, and I was like, oh yeah, there was, like, Tecteun and Crystal Man. I don't remember his name. It's been a while. It's been a good while. 2 years? My god, has it been 2 years since we watched Flux? That's crazy. I mean, yeah, it's been 2 years. That's amazing. It's been 2 years since Flux, but I like continuing that, honestly. I like, you know, when they say it's like, oh, you know, I was born on Gallifrey. And, you know, me, just in my head, I'm not even thinking about it, but it's like, oh, I was born on Gallifrey. And I just didn't even think about it, but then, yeah, when they say it's like, no, you weren't. And for a second, like, I was going through my head, like, what do you mean? What do you mean he wasn't born on Gallifrey? Of course he's born on Gallifrey. And then I was, like, going through different things, like, wait, is this a reference to him being half human on his mother's side or something? And then and in this split second, it clicked in my head, like, oh yeah, he wasn't born on Gallifrey. Because he's the timeless child. I completely forgot about that. Honestly. And I like, yeah, you know, like, because we honestly thought that, you know, they would just not. I know some people were calling for RTD to retcon the timeless child. I never expected that, but I kind of just expected that it would be ignored, you know? But no, RTD, he kept up to date with Doctor Who, and he's like, all right, I'm going to work with this, you know? Good on him. I think I enjoyed this one a bit more, honestly, than the last episode. And I think, you know, honestly, I think because, like, you know, we have, you know, this trilogy of specials for the 60th. Honestly, I feel like we're kind of going through an entire season in this amount of time, you know? Like, the first episode is our typical on Earth, get a companion, deal with bad guy. You know, at the end of the episode, we go off, you know? It's just that, you know, the Doctor has his old face. We're reuniting with Donna, so we don't really, like, we get reintroduced to Donna, but we're not introducing a new companion. And so, yeah, it's like, and now with this is our sort of middle of the season episode where just something is happening, you know? Something is happening. And I like that. And now, this is leading into what will be the finale. The finale, which will be, you know, dealing with whatever chaos is going on Earth, you know? And that's generally what happens in the series finales, is we always kind of go back to Earth, especially with RTD, you know? Well, let's think about that. How many specials, or not specials, how many finales did we have on Earth in the present day? Funny enough, Parting of the Ways was not, because that was in the future, you know? That was, I mean, it was on Earth, but that was in the future, so not Series 1. But we had Series 2, that was. Series 3, Series 4, Series 5, I believe. Yeah. Series 5 kind of hopped around a bit, but yeah. Yeah, Series 5 kind of hopped around a bit to different times, you know. What was the end of Series 6? Series 6 was, yeah. It was in the broken time, but still. Series 7? It was the name of the Doctor. So, no, that one moved. That one went off. But Series 8 was. Series 9... What was the end of Series 9? Series 9... No, that was on Gallifrey. Series 10 was not. Series 11 was. 12 was not. And then 13... 13 was all over the place, so that's an interesting thing. So probably about half and half, I guess. Around half and half, I think, with it leaning more towards being set on Earth, just a bit. So yeah, this is the part where, you know, at the end of the season, the Doctor brings the companion back, and now we have to deal with the season finale on Earth. So yeah, so I like this sort of, like, truncated season, basically, you know? Like, the fact that it is only 3 episodes, but it is giving us what almost feels like a full season of Doctor Who. They even gave us a little bit of a historical in there. Met Isaac Newton. No reason. We just did, you know? Met Isaac Newton. Changed it to Mavity. So yeah. So, I mean, that was interesting. I like the ship. The ship was interesting. the TARDIS leaving because of the Hads, which I swear that was in that nuclear submarine episode with the 11th Doctor. I don't remember if that ever came up again, but I remember that, the Hads. Which is a good thing to call back on. And I like how the TARDIS repaired itself, but repaired itself to be the new TARDIS set. Like, it completely fixed itself to be the exact same set. And normally it doesn't do that, Normally, when you have a thing of like, well, the TARDIS exploded on the inside and has to, reshape itself, that's when you get the new set, So that was interesting. That's an interesting little tidbit. Of course, this is the first time the TARDIS has changed itself without being destroyed, basically. I mean, I'm sure there are some other times, but, it's the first time in a while because the Doctor finally regenerated outside, So yeah, but the whole thing of the edge of the universe and stuff, that was interesting. I like the idea, too, because I thought for a second, it's like, well, if you turn around, I assume, if you turn around 180 degrees, you will see the universe, there. I figured we were looking away from the universe, but I like the distinction that, no, we are looking at the universe. It's just that we're so far away that light has not reached this spaceship yet. Like, that's pretty crazy. I like that. And then we have the not things. I don't even know if you can call them creatures. They're concepts, basically. They're ideas in the dark, They are not of creation, basically, So that was an interesting idea. And, it's interesting because, like, watching this, I will say, like, the production still looks like the 13th Doctor's era, Like, I feel like with the 13th Doctor, there was kind of a jump in production value from 12 to 13. But here, it's like, no, this still kind of looks like a ship you would see with with a 13th Doctor episode. But I like that this episode also still felt like an old David Tennant episode, which I'm so sorry to anyone saying old David Tennant episode, but let's face it, those episodes were 15 years ago. They are old. I am sorry. But it feels like an old David Tennant episode where, we're kind of paring down the budget, like, all right, we've got our two main actors and that's it, like the two other characters in this episode are still played by David Tennant and Catherine Tate, So I like that. It feels like an old... It feels a little bit like Midnight, honestly. Just with a much bigger set, basically, So yeah. So that stuff was interesting. The nut things. I like the whole thing of, they're trying to, copy the Doctor and Donna. And, they're trying to get everything right, excuse me. So they're trying to get everything right. They can't get the arms right. They can't get the jaw right, They're kind of losing it. But slowly but surely, they're getting closer to being exact copies. So, and I like the whole thing of, as the Doctor keeps going, it's like, well, you have to do this slowly. Because if everything goes slowly, then they can't copy fast enough, But as that kept going, the Doctor just had to keep thinking. It's what he does, So yeah, so that was fun. I enjoyed that. And the not thing Doctor slowly getting more and more clever until eventually he figures it out as well. And that captain was smart, setting the self-destruct very, very slowly, Very, very slowly. You got Jimbo the robot. Hey, Jimbo. Looks like you're going to the Shadow Realm, Jimbo. That's probably where the not things are from, the Shadow Realm. But that was interesting. I like that. I do like the moment of the not thing Donna, questioning him on the flux, Like, she remembers everything from the Dr. Donna, and, she is able to, process it properly and knows what's happened these last 15 years that the Doctor has been away. 15 years for her. I think they have said it's been many, many more years. So, but we don't need to go into, like, the Doctor's age or anything like that. So, but I do like that. Just the whole thing of, bringing back the flux, Like, I like that continuity, because I feel like, especially too, like, you don't really get that between Doctors, Like, the most continuity you get between a Doctor's era is if a companion holds over, So, you get some of that with, like, having, Ben and Polly with the first Doctor, Ben and Polly with the second Doctor, Sarah Jane from 3 to 4, what else is there? Adric, Nyssa, Tegan from 4 to 5. I'm pretty sure Perry from 5 to 6. I don't know if there's one from 6 to 7. I just don't know that yet. But even, like, Rose being there from 9 to 10. Clara being there from 11 to 12. So that's the most continuity, but I like bringing up specific things like that. That, the Doctor is not over the flux, And you could honestly say, like, what is it? I mean, so we had that, in the 50th anniversary when they talk about, the one who forgets and the one who regrets, And you could honestly say, like, because it was the 11th Doctor who, chooses to forget, He chooses to forget. He always tries to run away from it, I wonder if if he's kind of dipping into a bit of that, I wonder if he's dipping into a bit of that, like, he wants to kind of run away from it, And, to be honest, I feel like the 13th Doctor was kind of like that, Where... which you can kind of argue that's why she, dropped the fob watch that, contains all of her memories as the Timeless Child, dropped it into the TARDIS and was like, hey, you keep a hold of this, and if you think I need it, then you can give it to me, or something like that, Just keep this, but I am not ready for this right now, And maybe the Doctor never will be. But maybe it was after that between having her memories, right there within her grasp, and the destruction of half the universe because of the flux, even if it wasn't her fault, she will still feel guilty about that, So I wonder if that is sort of a, the Doctor is kind of running away, The Doctor's kind of running away from that, and that has now bled over into this new Doctor, So, and it's only in that moment when, like, it's starting to pile up on him now, Like, you can tell, like, with the whole thing of, the TARDIS being nearly destroyed and Donna with the coffee and everything, it's like, he is kind of, like, it's starting to boil a little bit, and he needs to just calm, and it's in that moment when it just kind of hit him, Half of creation was gone because of him. Even if it's not his fault, he'll feel that guilt, So I like bringing that back up, bringing up the flux and everything. So, good stuff there. Good stuff. You'll tell me in the comments how you think it's dog shit, but I don't care. So, or maybe you won't. I don't know. I shouldn't put words in your mouth. What else is there? I guess that was pretty much it. Good to see Wolf again. I mean, we kind of knew. I mean, technically we didn't know, but we kind of knew that Wolf was going to come back. I mean, we heard that he was coming back, with the set stuff, the set pictures, but I don't know. I don't need to cry like this. I don't need this. I don't need to see that man get sad. Well, I'm sure by the end of this, like, I mean, I imagine they're not going to be doing much with him, considering when we saw him there, he was in a wheelchair. Like, I don't think they had much action for Wilf to do. It's not like it was 15 years ago. Man was younger. Which I did always like that he was the companion during the end of time. You know, like, I thought that was really good. And honestly, it's just nice to see the man again. Yeah, one last time. So that's good. And I love that it's like, I knew you'd come back and save us. And they're like, save you? Wait, what's happening? And there's just chaos. There's just riots in the street. Like, oh no. So, we got one more special, at least of this 60th anniversary trilogy. And then, we got, just a couple weeks, and then we'll get the Christmas special by the end of the month. So, yeah, I'm excited to see where we're going. Again, it's nice to have just like a good truncated trilogy, basically a season, you know? Like, that's kind of nice. I kind of like that, you know? Like, I know with the 13th Doctor, they took the same approach that the 10th Doctor did, where it's like, okay, we're going to have a couple specials throughout the year and then end on a special. I think I would almost rather have like the 3 specials back to back like this, you know? Which you could even say about the specials from the 10th Doctor. It's like, well, you know, yeah, what was it? The Next Doctor, I think, which was good. And then you had like Planet of the Dead, which was okay. The Waters of Mars, which was good. And then The End of Time, which was bonkers, you know? And it was kind of the same thing with the 13th Doctor. It's like you had like Eve of the Daleks, which was good. Sea Devils, which was okay. And then Power of the Doctor, which was bonkers. So I like the idea, though, of like putting it together as just sort of a micro season, like a really micro season, just a trilogy of specials. Like, that's a really good thing. Like, I kind of want them to like do that a bit more, you know? But I don't know. Maybe that's asking too much. We'll see. But anyway, I'm excited to see where we are going next time for the final episode of his Doctor. Whatever he is, I don't know. He's the Doctor. Screw it. Let's just say that. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist for all of our classic Doctor Who reactions if you want to go check those out. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.